Are we starting now? What are we doing?
It's episode 100.
Yeah.
Thomas was just here. He was watching Raw with us.
I know.
He knows it's a big deal. He knows he's supposed to be here.
We've only been talking about it since episode 1.
I mean, we do have like deadlines to him, so
yeah,
we're gonna have to start whether or not he's on the couch.
Hey,
See you guys.
Hey guys, welcome to calm down. Welcome to the beginning of episode 100 of the Wrestling
triple
Rundown.
Digits. That means we've done it for almost 2 years.
Yes, we're coming up on 2 years.
That's gonna be in 2 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
52 weeks in a year. 104 would be 2.
Well,
yeah. We're getting close.
Enough.
But yes, episode 100.
2 weeks
obviously,
equals 2 years.
We're kicking off with the Raw review.
Hey!
So we don't know where Thomas is, but we're gonna go.
He'll be here, maybe.
Yeah, eventually.
I don't know. What matches happened, friend?
Why are you touching me in the face?
I don't know.
We had Baron Corbin defeat Dolph Ziggler. We had R-Truth defeat Fandango. We had Paige defeat Charlotte.
Hey,
we had
Paige.
We had Sami Zayn defeat The Miz.
That's always nice.
We had Sin Cara defeat Rusev.
Join the club.
We had the family defeat the club in 6-man elimination match. Kevin Owens defeated Zack Ryder. The Dudleys defeated the New Day. And Jericho versus Cass happened. That's right. Jericho versus Cass.
Did it really?
Yeah. We'll talk about it. Actually, we'll talk about what set it up.
Because it was the highlight reel.
Yeah, we opened the show with the highlight reel. What? Jericho talking about how he took out Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Saying that Dean Ambrose won't be in WWE for years because of what happened to him, and it just really...
He's really overestimating the power of his throwing a potted plant at Dean Ambrose.
When you're as conceited as Jericho is, you tend to think highly of yourself.
Dean Ambrose has taken worse beatdowns and showed up in like a half hour later.
That's true. But eventually, all this talk, he gets to his drink it in, man, which is apparently his new catchphrase as a heel.
It's the gift of himself.
Yes, the gift of Jericho.
Drink it in,
this
man.
brings out Big Cass, and Big Cass is like, Jericho was talking down about the new era and all the new superstars that are coming through, and Big Cass is like, the thing about the new era is we don't back away from stuff. We stand and we fight. And Jericho's like, oh, you want to fight? You want to fight? And he took off his jacket, and he was getting real intense, and then he walked away like a little bitch.
Cass is like, oh, you're running away.
And
just like you weren't going to because you're a pussy.
Yeah. So Jericho runs back to the ring, gets up on the apron, and gets a boot right to the face. And then this would lead into Jericho complaining to Stephanie, like, did you see what he did to me? He can't treat me like that. What's wrong with this guy? And
Stephanie's like, yeah, he can't treat you like that. It wasn't a match. Let's make a match.
Yeah,
the match is going to happen. It's going to be the main event.
The main event is going to be Chris Jericho versus Big Cass. Yeah. Like, I was cool with it, but I was like, really? It's a very interesting choice. But our first match of the night was Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. This is to officially end all of their...
Is this going to officially end
that's what they said. They said that's what this was. And it was a pretty definitive end. Like, there wasn't anything wonky about it. It was just... Like, they had a good, solid match against each other. Lots of really good strikes. Lots of good work on the outside. Baron Corbin getting kicked over into the audience.
The outside was utilized a lot in this episode of Raw.
Yes, very much so, and not just in one match specifically. But yeah, so Dolph Ziggler eventually he's on this really good comeback, and then he's got Corbin in the corner doing the 10 punch, and Baron Corbin's able to actually drop him backwards face first onto the top turnbuckle.
Oh, boo.
And then he turns around right into the end of days. We had a really gnarly deep 6 during the match also.
And not just in the bedroom.
All right. Baron Corbin picking up the win. So Baron Corbin wins this feud. What's Dolph Ziggler going to do next? We have no idea. We had Rick and Charlotte show up. And
it's probably going to involve selling.
That is what Dolph Ziggler does.
So. He does it the bestest.
We have Ric Flair and Charlotte try and sweet talk Shane out of lifting the banning of Ric Flair from the match at Extreme Rules.
And it didn't work.
It actually
made it worse.
It screwed them over more because Charlotte obviously is going against Paige, and so Shane's like, well, the ban also is tonight, so Rick, you won't be at ringside for her match tonight, and so they get pissed off, obviously.
Yeah, people need to stop trying to put wedgies in between Shane and Stephanie.
Wedgies?
Wedges. Orange wedges.
Cheese wedges.
Cheese wedge. You ate the whole wheel of cheese? You're not even mad.
Constipated for a week, if
You're
not more.
impressed.
Depends
on the size of the wheel. If it was that big, you're fine.
We had JoJo interview the club about their upcoming 6-man elimination match.
And they kind of took it though, because they're like, no, we don't want to talk about the upcoming match. We want to talk about what happened last week.
Yeah, and they're like together now.
Yeah.
There isn't like are they working together? Are they really friends? Yeah,
are they in cahoots?
They're like legit.
Damn straight. They're cahooting it up.
They are a unit now. They're doing the Too Sweet again.
They're the cahootinist.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. Then we had this weird thing, the Gold Dongo Gorgeous Truth thing. The tag team match is going to be happening this Thursday on SmackDown.
So this is a preview.
But we had so last week we had Tyler Breeze beat Goldust, and then this week we have R-Truth versus Fandango, and we end up having Tyler Breeze and Goldust get up on the apron, and then R-Truth gets sent off the ropes, knocking his partner Tyler Breeze down to the floor, but then coming back and actually hitting the lie detector on Fandango and picking up the win. So we have 2 wins for the Gorgeous Truth heading into this tag team match, but Tyler Breeze wasn't. Well, Tyler Breeze was pretty mad about the whole getting knocked off the apron thing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, my favorite whole bit was like they did the whole stick where they're like getting up and trying to be distracting, but Tyler Breeze is just still looking at.
Yeah, he's always in the selfie stick.
Up on the apron this time.
He's just hanging out there. So yeah, this whole thing is just really weird.
Well, do you think it's probably about to culminate?
Yeah,
in a few days.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on Thursday.
And then I'm predicting, when the teams split and go to what we actually foresee being the end results, the Extreme Rules pre-show match will be Golden Truth versus Breeze Dongo.
The other guys.
Ty Dongo.
What?
Ty Dongo.
Ty Dillinger.
Yes.
Okay, so we have everybody complaining to Shane and Stephanie about the Intercontinental title situation.
But it's kind of all at the same time.
Yeah, it's Owens is yelling and The Miz is yelling and Maurice
Jason
is
Statham
yelling.
is there?
It was Cesaro.
Oh,
he was the only one that was like, I should be in this match. I should be getting the shot. And so like Stephanie ends up yelling, getting everyone to shut up. And it's like, okay, what we're gonna do is it's gonna be a triple threat match, and where it's that way everyone gets a shot for the Intercontinental title. And Miz is like, I don't like that. Sammy's like, I don't either. He walks his way in. He's like, I should be getting a shot here.
Granted, with the exception of Maurice, that's the first time anybody's ever agreed with the Miz since he split up from Alex Riley.
Who?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to say mean things about him.
Oh, I think he's that jobber that's going to have a match with Shinsuke on NXT this week.
Yeah.
He won't be around for too long.
Shinsuke's going to try and fit his knee into that little hole in his chest.
The hole's going to get bigger. So eventually, Sammy talks his way in, saying he deserves a shot. And so Shane and Stephanie decide, okay, well, Sammy can earn his way in if he beats The Miz in a one-on-one match.
Shouldn't be that hard.
So we'll have to see if that works out in Sammy's favor, though I already told you the result. We had the match Paige versus Charlotte. Natty was at commentary, saying a lot of very random things. If you didn't pay full attention.
Hi guys, sorry, I didn't realize we were starting.
Hey, it's Thomas.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was episode 100. Yeah, woohoo!
So where you been?
I was doing the thing.
What thing?
The thing we've been talking about.
The episode 100 thing?
Yeah, I was fucking myself. You didn't think I was going to do that on camera, did you? Oh, don't worry. I don't use that hand. I use this one.
Oh God!
Ugh.
Can we continue?
Smells like a moldy corn dog been left overnight in a kiddie pool full of diarrhea.
Yeah, you don't want to know what I was doing.
Also, kind of like spaghetti sauce, but yeah, teach their own.
So, sorry, didn't mean to be late, but...
Paige ended up beating Charlotte.
Yeah,
Because-
Ric Flair came out
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
because he wasn't supposed to be there,
Yeah, that was so...
and he came out
weird.
with the goofiest, fucking, most self-entitled strut walk thing I've ever seen. This is like when, like, the grandpa found out there's a good deal on hearing aids at Walmart.
I just want to know what the plan was.
To help Charlotte with the match that he wasn't supposed to be out there
Yeah,
for.
but that's the thing. If someone's banned from ringside and the person comes out, then the person they come out for should be just like disqualified.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess to be fair, Shane came out with 4 referees and was like, okay, we need
Zebra Squad.
Rick, you need to leave. And then Rick stood there like a maniac, like he was gonna fight Shane and the 4 referees. And this distracts Charlotte in the ring, which allows Natty to roll, or allows Paige to roll Charlotte up and get the win. And so now Charlotte just keeps losing to people, and now it's Rick's fault that she's losing.
Yeah. Can we talk about, though, that knee?
Oh, there were a lot of really good shots on this episode.
A lot of good lower body strikes.
But Paige delivered one hell of a knee to Charlotte's mush. And she,
Charlotte's what?
mush.
Oh, the face part.
Yeah,
okay.
not
Not the mush that starts with a B. Not that one. That was Sexy Star and Mariposa last week on Lucha Underground.
Was.
With
a chair.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
So yeah, Paige getting a win on the women's champion, and so now we're
It's gonna be
starting.
a triple threat match now.
We're starting to build some interesting.
Triple threat.
Let's not do another triple
Yeah,
threat match.
we've already got.
But yes, let's get Paige doing some stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Vote for Paige.
we've got the Emma Becky thing continuing, and it continued in a way that I didn't necessarily want it to, because now we had Becky doing an interview, and then Emma interrupted it and said that, hey, you need to make sure you have eyes in the back of your head, that she got attacked.
Renee dove out of the fucking way.
Because she got attacked by Dana Brooke.
Yeah. Who hasn't been on NXT in a long time.
So why is she on the main fucking roster?
Probably because she's been trying to up her game.
Yeah.
She better do something.
Honestly, I'm not bothered by Dana Brooke. I'm not going to defend Dana Brooke, but I don't dislike her.
I'm disappointed because she came in and she was decent. Like, we saw her last year at the NXT show at WrestleMania, and she was good. And then she got on TV and she was just kind of.
My theory behind that, though, is that they have, on just the regular tapings, that they have people who are lower on the NXT card hold back a little bit to let the people who are higher up, like. But what really hurt Dana was the injury that she's had for so long.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But we'll see what comes out of it.
Yeah.
Let's just hope she's been doing a lot of practicing.
If nothing else, she'll get some really good heat on Emma. And that's good.
Sure. But before...
Already working.
Yeah. Before that interview happened, though, we did have the Sami Zayn versus The Miz match. A good match between these
Very
two.
physical.
Once again, yeah, we're talking, good shots throughout all these matches.
Yeah.
And they didn't hold anything back in this
Zayn tried to kill The Miz
a couple of times.
Via barricade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he tried to kill the barricade via Miz, maybe? I don't know.
He's like, this barricade is so shitty, I'm going to try and beat it up with the Miz. I'm going to try and throw the Miz through it.
I'm gonna
to death.
It almost worked. But yeah, then Miz came back and he had some really good.
He was just stomping the shit out of him at like multiple points during the match.
He did his corner clothesline and made some real good contact with that one too. A good solid match between these two. And Sami Zayn.
Blame it on the Zayn.
On the Zayn?
Yep. Blame it on the Zayn.
Zayn goes for a sunset flip. Miz ends up dropping down and actually grabs the ropes. The ref breaks that up. And as Miz goes to the corner, Sammy is able to move out of the way. Miz hits the corner, gets caught with the exploder, then gets hit with the haluva kick, and Sami Zayn officially puts himself in the Intercontinental title match, which now is a fatal 4-way.
That haluva kick is a hell of a kick.
It's a haluva kick. Then we made Darren Young great again.
Yeah.
Again.
It's the same thing that happened on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's going to be a fairly SmackDown exclusive thing.
We'll have to wait and see. We had Zack Ryder talking about how maybe he deserves another shot at the Intercontinental title. And we talked about this last week, saying that he just needs to bug the shit out of Shane and Stephanie, saying, "Hey, make it a scramble match." And Shane is like, you're right. You're a good, you're a good guy.
You're a good talent. Your dad is buff as fuck.
I don't think
you
you
should be in the championship picture.
Yeah, let's give your dad a title shot.
Your dad's going to be in the Intercontinental title scramble match. While you are going to make Roman Reigns and AJ Styles a triple threat. That's all what happened.
Kevin Owens came in and said, "No,
you're right, Shane.
Zack doesn't deserve to be in. It doesn't deserve to be in the spot."
His version of Raw. It's just 3 hours of everyone trying to put Zack Ryder over.
It sounds like you booked that show.
That's like combining every time Zack Ryder's been on Raw in the last 2 years.
You get one episode of Raw.
3 hours of them trying to put Zack Ryder over.
Yeah.
Eventually, this leads to Shane deciding, well, okay, Zack Ryder can earn his way in if he beats Kevin Owens, and if that happens, Kevin Owens will be out of the Fatal 4-Way at Extreme Rules.
Uh-oh.
I was hoping that this would just lead to more people trying to get into the match, and so, like...
Yeah, I kind of thought, like...
Make it a gauntlet match.
Like Cesaro would have ended up having to face somebody to defend his spot in the match.
Maybe... Well, we're still 2 weeks away from Extreme Rules, so that could happen. We had Sin Cara be a warm-up match for Rusev, as Rusev heads into Extreme Rules.
But it was a warm-down match for Rusev, because Sin Cara won.
Yeah. It was after a triple distraction. Because
I think what ended up happening is I think Kalisto jumped the gun.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because he hopped up on the apron, but I think he was supposed to wait for Lana to get on the apron first to cause a distraction for the referee to look the other way. Either that or Lana forgot her cue, and Kalisto jumping up had to be the reminder. But, needless to say, Kalisto jumped on the apron, then jumped down, then Lana jumped on the apron, distracted the referee, then Kalisto jumped back on the apron and kicked Rusev in the face.
I don't know, as clusterfucky as it seemed, it made enough sense.
Yeah.
Because Rusev was winning. Why would Lana have gotten on the apron? So Kalisto got up first.
True. I guess it does make sense that way. But yeah, Sin Cara winning with a roll-up. That's our second roll-up of the night.
Fuck you, roll-ups.
Fruit roll-up.
No, it wasn't even
That's
a fruit
Darren
roll-up.
Young's finisher.
That's true.
Then we
making Darren Young great again.
Oh God. Then we had our 6-man elimination match: the Club versus the Family.
This is not our main event, folks.
No, we still have
a mid-card match.
We still have 3 more matches after this.
Yeah, that's what surprised me most. Because we knew the 2 that were announced.
Yeah.
But then
they threw in the Dudleys versus the New Day, and we went, oh.
Well, it was actually they announced Cass and Jericho for the main event, and then they announced this match. So that was that, and then the main event. Yeah. But then they announced Ryder and Owens. And it's okay, that's
so many matches.
And then they threw in the New Day match.
Zack Ryder's match got a better place on the card than the Roman Reigns match.
Well, yeah, Ryder deserves it more.
He does. Said Shane McMahon.
So this was a good match. The eliminations were real quick. Obviously, they didn't have a ton of time to draw out the eliminations on
2
this.
2 roll-ups.
Yeah.
2 roly-poly. Polies.
That was a show.
Yeah. Jay was eliminated by Carl Anderson after Jay was punched in the face by Luke Gallows. Anderson was eliminated by Jimmy Uso with a small package. Jimmy was then eliminated by AJ Styles during the commercial with the Styles Crash. Gallows was eliminated by Roman's Superman Punch. And then in the end, we were down to Roman versus AJ on the outside. They were trying to put each other through the announce table, and
they were about at a 32 count.
Yeah, by Kevin Hawk count, they'd been out there and lost 3 matches.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
that was like a quadruple count out with 2 people.
Roman is
figure that out.
Roman's trying to hit the powerbomb and then ends up getting hit with a chair by Anderson, who Anderson and Gallows came from the crowd, which was cool. So it was like, okay, he couldn't see it coming. Awesome. They attack, then they're beating the crap out of him. Then you hear the crowd come to life, you're like, oh, here come the Usos. Also from the crowd, the same way that Gallows and Anderson did.
I still think they were chasing them through the arena the whole time.
No, I think after they got eliminated, they just all watched the match together.
And it's like, should you know what? No, you get Roman's winning. You guys can interfere first.
Yeah.
Like, but don't worry, we're coming out after you. So then Gallows.
Club, we coming for you.
Gallow's and Anderson end up taking out the Usos.
Good brothers.
They end up getting hit with a spear each, and then
are Anderson and Gallows the children of the Good Father?
Because they're the Good Brothers. Yeah. I can't believe you just made that connection.
Wow, that's a Bullet Club and Right to Censor joke. Combining 2 of the greatest staples of wrestling history.
Roman ends up taking out Gallows and Anderson, and we have a stalemate between AJ and Roman.
But they keep trying to give each other a chair.
Yeah. The chair is like halfway.
It's like, you want this chair, AJ? Here you go, buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal.
I like how you did the kicking motion and no one can see.
I kicked the chair under the table, which is what AJ did. He kicked the chair under the bottom rope.
Yes.
Back to Roman.
And then AJ got antsy and did the springboard. And Roman ducked under, but rather than stay in the ring and fight, AJ rolled out and actually walked away.
Roman just decided, okay, I'll keep the chair, and AJ's like, that's not the game we were playing, you dick.
You ruined it.
Yeah, I felt like Roman was bending down to grab the chair, and that's like when AJ decided to go, and he's just like, oh shit, he's not up. Fuck.
Yeah, so an interesting little finish to that match there. Then we had Kevin Owens versus Zack Ryder. Simple, solid. Both guys got all their shit in. And Ryder ultimately tried to go for a Rough Rider and got hung up on the ropes, which allowed Kevin Owens to hit a pop-up powerbomb.
I wish they would have just cut the hung up the ropes and Ryder just go for the Rough Rider and Owens turn it into a powerbomb.
Oh, that would have been good.
Because that essentially would have been a pop-up powerbomb.
Yeah.
He would have pop-up powerbomb himself.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I get. Maybe they wanted to give Ryder a bit more credibility.
Maybe, but
they didn't want Ryder to jump into the finish.
Like, we'll make it look like Owens set you up for that.
It just would have been a cool counter.
It would, yeah. It would have been cool.
Well, I mean, other people.
I'm
have
surprised
caught
it hasn't
like
happened.
That. Other people have caught him like that before,
Yeah.
but.
Kevin Owens keeps his spot, and we have Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn all challenging The Miz for the Intercontinental title in a Fatal 4-Way at Extreme Rules.
Those rules are so extreme.
Then we have the New Day come out. They cut a promo on the Vaudevillains and about the Boodio.
The last remaining Boodio from WrestleMania.
And then they do a Boodio, the last one left from Mania.
It's really special to them.
Yes. And so, this led into a tag team match against the Dudley Boys. Was not expecting this match to happen.
No.
Like
Bootios.
When the New Day came out, I was like, oh yeah, we didn't have the New Day actually on Raw.
I want to say, that's a credibility to Raw. Because a lot of Raws, I just kind of wait for the New Day to come out. And this time, if they weren't there, it wouldn't have hurt the show.
Yeah, it was like, oh, this has been a good Raw, and we get the new day.
Well, I'll say that it wasn't them live on Raw, but we had already gotten the pre-shot commercial with them and Dolph Ziggler
and Sasha
promoting Up, Down, Down, and the new Pizza Hut bacon stuffed crust pizza that you can get that's only available on Pizza Hut, at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's
probably on Pizza Hut as well.
You have to climb up onto Pizza Hut to
By the
get
dragon.
I think that's too much trouble for a pizza.
And then
Delicious pizza.
you can enjoy the bacon stuffed crust pizza along with a nice tall can of wild cherry Pepsi.
Not a sponsor.
And the Rescue Princess.
You can enjoy the Rescue Princess.
We had a good tag team match between the New Day and the Dudleys.
She's in a different Pizza Hut.
Eventually, we get the New Day hitting the Unicorn Stampede, and then the Vaudevillains attack Xavier Woods on the outside while he's playing the trombone. Big E gets so offended, and
he becomes the defensive tackle for the New Day.
He chases both members of the Vaudevillains around ringside until Bubba attacks him from behind. This leaves Kofi and Devon in the ring. Devon clotheslines the fuck out of Kofi.
Yeah, a short arm fucking clothesline from hell.
Well, so first, Kofi's on the apron, and Devon grabs his arm and pulls him to the rope so he hits his head on the top rope.
Oh, I didn't
and
see
then
that
pulls
part.
him in the ring, and hits Kofi so hard that Kofi kicks Devon in the back of the head.
But Devon picks up the win, and then
Kofi inadvertently gave Devon like a famouser.
Yeah. I don't know, he gave him an inadvertent Pele kick. But this leaves Kofi in the ring, and the Vaudevillains end up hitting the Whirling Dervish on him, so that couldn't have felt good after getting slammed, run out of the ropes, and then clotheslined like a motherfucker. So the Vaudevillains getting a little bit of one-upsmanship.
Devon only clotheslines people like that when they fuck mothers.
Only when they fuck mothers. So yeah, Vaudevillains, a little bit of an advantage heading into their tag team match at Extreme Rules.
So far, but there's still a ways to go.
Yeah, we still got 2 weeks. New Day can come back. Then we go into our main event. We get Big Cass making his way down.
Before we get to the main event, though, can we talk about Bubba Ray's line of the night?
Bootios. They make sure you get a crossface. No one has actually used the Bootio line against the New Day.
Yeah.
And then he also added the time where he picked up Kofi for a scoop slam and he started doing the hip swivel thing. I did lead to Kofi countering at the time, but Bubba is becoming the guy who's being the new loudmouth.
Yeah.
He's always been a loudmouth.
I want to see Bubba versus Kevin Owens.
Who can talk more trash?
They would just shit talk each other the whole match.
It'd be so much fun. Oh my god. Can you imagine? We saw what Jericho and Owens do as a tag team.
Yeah.
If Kevin Owens ever teamed up with the Dudleys, and would Devon be able to handle that, or would he just?
Probably. He's been with Bubba for so long.
But could he deal with?
He's probably used to the banter.
Could he deal with two Bubbas?
Probably.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Make that happen. I want to see Kevin Owens team up with the Dudleys. But then we go.
Who?
The New Day.
Just pick opponents now. The New Day.
Yeah. There we go. Evens it up. Then we go into our main event, which is Big Cass versus Jericho. Cass makes his way down to ringside. Jericho's making his way down. He's got his light-up jacket. All of a sudden, the light-up jacket starts moving in ways that it probably shouldn't, as Jericho's getting his ass handed to him on the stage.
By a mystery figure.
The jacket switches people. This person's still doing the Jericho thing. Walks backwards all the way to the ring.
Doing amoeba arms.
Yeah. It could have been Shinsuke. It could have been a wacky waving inflatable arm from Tube Man. It could have been Bailey. Could have been Finn Balor doing the Bailey entrance. It could have been anybody at this point.
Wouldn't that have been amazing if it was Bailey?
It would have. Oh man.
At this point, it could have been the Boogeyman.
Oh, that would have been weird.
What a swerve! What if it was Dean Ambrose with his face painted like the Boogeyman?
It was Dean Ambrose, but not painted like the Boogeyman.
Aww.
And
God, I was so close.
I was painted like Dean Ambrose.
And yeah, he has.
It was the Boogeyman painted like the Ambrose.
So we have Jericho watching from the stage as Dean Ambrose begins to dismantle the $15,000 light-up jacket that is Chris Jericho's.
Something tells me that's an exaggeration of the price of the jacket.
That one probably, but he's actually talked about the like the makings of those jackets on his podcast before.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying, if he's paying $15,000 for that jacket, there's probably people who could make that jacket for less.
Yeah,
maybe. So yeah, Ambrose ends up like ripping it open and pulling out the cords, and he's trying to tear it apart. And Jericho gets in. They start fighting, and then Jericho grabs it all, and he starts to walk away. And then Cass is in his way, and so then Cass chucks him into the barricade.
Well, first Jericho like slaps him.
Oh yeah,
and then Cass gets pissed the fuck off.
Yeah, he grabs him by the head. He's like, I don't even remember what he was saying. He's like saying, "Are you insane?" or something like that.
Yeah. Have you lost your mind? He slams him into the barricade, tosses him back in. He ends up getting hit with dirty deeds, and then Ambrose.
You know what would have been great with the mood that Cass was in? Is if after Cass threw him to Dean, Dean just like threw him back together.
No, you can have him. Dean then continues to dismantle the jacket even more.
This time with a pair of shears.
Yeah, pulls out the shears, cuts it into pieces. Cords are flying all over the place, and it's just a pile of garbage in the ring that Jericho begins to coddle, and yelling at Ambrose, asking him what did he do, even though he watched him do it all.
Yeah.
And if he's lost his mind and all this stuff. And then we got, in the middle of all this, the really awkward Shane and Stephanie as we went off.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw, where they're
These
like...
two were awkward all night.
Where they were like, hey, you know, we were...
It's only awkward because this is the most cohesive they've been on WWE television.
It's only awkward because
ever.
Stephanie's not being a bitch.
That bit earlier, though, where it was... I can't remember what Steph...
It was the Intercontinental title thing. They're like, hey, we worked that out pretty well.
Yeah,
like,
but it was like Steph was flirting with them and like...
Yeah.
It looked a little flirtatious.
Are we gonna get the Paul Burchill and Katie Lee storyline with the McMahons?
I mean...
No.
Vince did basically say he wanted them to go Game of Thrones.
They did, yeah. That was revealed as a storyline. Is that Vince proposed that he was going to have a fictional relationship with Stephanie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
I think that's what ended up spinning into the Paul Burchill, Katie Lee thing. But anyway,
this segment didn't actually go anywhere. Shane eventually left to take a phone call. And then Stephanie stared awkwardly at the picture of Vince and Shane that was in their fake office. And then we switched back to Jericho.
I couldn't
and
read
Ambrose.
the expression that she had on her face.
It was... I don't know. I felt like it...
Confused.
I felt like she was supposed to like eventually turn like really angry and like realizing, oh, Shane's always been the favorite. Why am I working with him? But it just turned into like... I don't know.
Memories.
Yeah, then we went
She
back.
took that picture.
We went back to screaming Chris Jericho and goofy looking Dean Ambrose.
You idiot!
As we went off the air for Raw.
Yeah.
So
that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna have a match at Extreme Rules where if Jericho loses, he has to buy a new potted plant for Dean Ambrose. And if Dean loses, he has to put Jericho's coat back together.
Something tells me it's going to be a lot less of an ordeal if Jericho just has to buy a new plant for Dean Ambrose. Because I don't think Dean Ambrose is going to be able to put that jacket back together.
He also has to put the pot back together.
Oh, he's going to glue Mitch back together?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
And then get a new plant for,
And then we're going to have a feud between Mitch Jr. and Francesca too.
It's going to be a triple threat with Jericho's jacket?
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, Jericho's jacket is
Special
going to
referee.
is going to become light up stripes vertically and be a glow in the dark referee.
Well, good episode
which
of Raw.
will be around Darren Young, who is great again.
Yes.
Make America gay again.
Good episode of Raw.
Really?
Awkward ending, but overall a very enjoyable episode. Lots of good build towards Extreme Rules. Storylines moving forward, which is always good. And lots of matches. So we appreciate
lots
that.
of baby faces winning.
Yes.
Well, except Zack Ryder. And Dolph Ziggler.
Sure, that was it. And the New Day. And technically the club.
They're still trying to push Roman as a good guy.
That's fair.
Wait, no, just kidding. They're trying to push him as the guy.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with your friends or your enemies if you didn't like it.
Do all those things
Give them to
100
your
times.
frenemies.
Yeah.
Seeing enemies.
They can't watch the video. They don't have eyes.
Comment. Tell us what your 100 favorite episodes of the Rundown are.
Yeah.
In order.
Yeah, put them in order down below in the comments. Also, let us know what match you're looking forward to seeing at Extreme Rules. Be sure to click all the links down in the description. They'll take you to all of our different types of social media. And if you don't want to watch the videos, you can listen to us podcast out on SoundCloud.
Absolutely.
And for all the other videos that are going to be coming out this week.
Wouldn't that be terrible for someone who watched the video all this way and didn't want to watch the video?
And they just then found out
Yeah,
about
like
the
they'd
podcast.
rather listen to us podcast style.
Well, then this was obviously their first...
and they got right here and they're just like, oh, god damn it.
I could have heard this all without seeing their ugly faces.
We should have checked the description. Maybe we should start telling people there's a podcast at the beginning of the videos.
Maybe.
We'll think about that. But
Just a little annotation at the bottom. Also available in podcast form at
for
SoundCloud.com.
those of you that do enjoy the videos, check out that playlist because all the other videos of this week are going to be popping up there. All of our usual reviews this week, nothing out of the ordinary, except...
Yeah, the coolest thing that we've ever done, literally.
Yeah. So, once...
We're going to be shooting an episode from a freezer.
No.
Oh.
You took that cool line literally.
He said literally.
Oh, you did.
Literally, but not that definition of cool.
Oh. Oh, like the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
like awesome. So, once episode 100 has culminated in full, that'll be after the indie news is posted this coming Monday, we will begin uploading our brand new channel videos.
Yeah.
You can check us out at Reasonable Wrestling Fans. That'll be a brand new YouTube
Reasonable
channel.
with a W.
Yes.
Because that makes WWF.
Yeah.
W squared F. Just so we don't get sued. So yeah, we're going to be having all
Dare
the new...
them to sue us.
Don't say that.
I dare young you to sue us.
We're going to be having all new types of videos, no reviews. We're going to be having more discussions. We're going to be having...
Maybe some review-ish stuff.
Yeah, review-ish, but not like what you see here.
More fun videos.
Yeah.
Fantasy Warfare.
Fantasy Warfare is coming back.
I'm going to rant about stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to be talking about bad gimmicks.
Yeah.
And whether or not they can be saved.
I'm going to get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to teach you how to get drunk wrestling style.
So,
Yeah.
so if you're under the age of 21, don't watch his video.
Woo! Watch them and then write them down for later.
Woo!
Drink responsibly. So be sure to look forward to all
Drink
that. We'll also be
responsibly.
with
With
the
the W.
Be sure to do, once all that is posted, you'll be able to find all of it at one place. We'll be starting our website where you'll be able to check out backlog videos of the Wrestling Rundown. You'll be able to get to all of the new content weekly. It'll be added to the front page. You'll be able to check all of it out in one place. That'll link you to all of our social medias,
Every one
as
of them.
well as both of our channels. So once again, thanks for all the people that have been watching, that have been
all
liking,
like 7
sharing the videos. We appreciate new subscribers, new likes on the Facebook. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next. Shut up, playlist.
Fuck. You know what? It's episode 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody gets a bye.
Fuck Jack Swagger.
Ooh, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck myself.
Again?
You already did that. It smells really bad.
I know. I said earlier. It smells like a Reuben that's been left in a sauna overnight.
I'm taking a shower.
Please do.
Disgusting.
Suck it!